Hello, everybody. This week's review will be Fatman, starring Mel Gibson as Santa Claus, Marianne Jean-Baptiste as Mrs. Claus, featuring Walton Goggins. I gotta say, definite standout for, especially with Mel Gibson in a not so traditional take on Santa Claus. I mean, instead of kindness and cheer and all that, Mel Gibson's curmudgeonly, grumpy, and disillusioned by the world that's become of not enough good children around, which forced him to go into war profiteering by contracting with the defense department to have the elves manufacture weapons parts. And then you got this kid named Billy who's all rich and all them problems those kids have with all the money in the world, but no family that a family that doesn't give two craps about them. And then who winds up losing a science fair, gets revenge, hires a goon to harass this girl who won the science fair, and then receives a lump of coal for Christmas. And he hires a hitman to clap the big man, the big red man. And I mean, I have to say, in a non-traditional sense for Mel Gibson's take on Santa Claus, I mean, seriously, you don't see him in the sleigh and the reindeer. You see the reindeer, but they're in the stable, but you rarely see a sleigh. But between his rounds, he's been at the firing range. I mean, definitely, because with just guns like a 1911 and a Colt Walker, and then of course back to the kid who lost the science, Billy. I mean, how weird they always how they made the kid look like a young Ben Shapiro in a way, and and surprisingly how he could afford a hitman, even for a rich kid, and who even knows you shouldn't even know what a hitman is. I mean, Walton Goggins, that guy is a very underrated actor. I mean, he always knocks it out of the park in pretty much anything I've ever seen him in, ranging from his early years in Heat of the Night to his most recent portrayal as the hitman who tries to take out Santa Claus in this here movie I'm reviewing. With that was in a not so traditional take, given that instead of the sleigh and such, he's in a red pickup truck, a 1979 Ford, that's to be precise. I mean, just listening to the songs, munching away on cookies and such, and and then of course with Walton Goggins is basically kind of like a redneck John Wick kind of deal, driving around in a '78 Plymouth Fury. Now, first, you see a car like that's not used as a patrol car in a film. And talking about the badassery that hitman was, and you know what I'm saying? For one, that's crazy enough to go after Santa Claus, and I mean, which of course made Walton perfect for it. And man, did he know how to handle weaponry and all? Because he's all like, "Run the course again," and then the whole deal to Santa Claus getting government checks and then work becoming becoming a part of the military-industrial complex. You know, where he's living really in Canada, not the Canadian border, not the North Pole. And oof, you know, he always goes around town and everybody just knows him as Chris. And it's like, how many of them actually know he's Santa Claus? Because I'm surprised they didn't just, which kind of makes the whole, in this storyline, the whole government deal kind of obvious, kind of like the old Ray Stevens songs about how Santa Claus is watching you, being the government agent and all. I mean, well, yeah, he's always NSA's employee of the month for December anyway. Given how he knows everything about everybody, and which of course leads to old final showdown. You know, when Skinny Guy, as referred to, aka Jonathan, just finally gets to the shop and he's all going John Wick on L's and soldiers and all, and woof, I'm about racking up a count. Then the whole showdown between old Saint Nick and Jonathan just go with it when he just dusts off the old Walker, and oof. I gotta say, an excellent portrayal by Marianne Jean Baptiste as Mrs. Claus, because the fact that Santa Claus is named Kris Kringle and she's Ruth. I'm surprised there wasn't product placement by Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. But being close to Canada, well, there was a lot of Tim Horton advertisements. Because, you know, Canada, they love their Tim Hortons of the dressed chips and the Tragically Hip. I mean, definitely, I mean, a concept like Fatman, I'm surprised that it hadn't been done before. I mean, yeah, if I was in the business, I'd come up with a similar movie like that if I was in the business. I mean, kind of like most badass take on it since that South Park episode where Cartman sends him to Iraq. Because, like I say, when it comes to evil kids in film, I gotta say young Billy kind of is on up there in between film and TV history, up there with Damien from The Omen to Montana Max and Cartman from Tiny Toons and South Park. I mean, Kill's basically just a rich Cartman. I'm surprised when he whined about that losing that science fair, he didn't grind that girl's parents up in a parent chili like Cartman would have. Yet I gotta give this a definite 5 out of 5 for a take on the holiday legend. That's all not so traditional, but hey, one of the best Santa Claus performances in film ever. I mean, definitely not cookie cutter. I mean, it's more like taking Falling Down or God Bless America, but making it Santa Claus in a way. Because he's got that storyline, and then the whole disillusion, like how they begin the movie. He's in his truck and he's listening to the news, and they kept talking about the kids throwing a bowling ball, imitating, which is based off a story of two back in from the 90s where they did the Beavis and Butthead controversy, and oof, a definite 5, but overall a definite 5 out of 5. All right, y'all. I hope y'all liked it. Subscribe. Keep enjoying my videos, and I keep dishing them out. See you next week.